Okay, let's start our discussion. So question number one, what is a group of businesses or industries that gets a monopoly of goods or resources in a specific market or sector? A. Cartel, B. Command economy, C. Collusion, or D. Network? So if we will say collusion, so ito yung mga kumpanya na merong agreement na they will work together so instead of competing with each other. So for example, so merong paggawaan ng cellphone. So instead that they are competing with each other with the technologies or innovations that they've wanted to do, so in order to attract the consumer, so instead gumawa sila ng agreement na magkapareho lang ang kanilang brands or the quality of their brands are the same, so without enhancing it. So that is collusion. So if you will say network naman, so ito yung mga kumpanyas that are linked with each other. So for example, for that is merong sister companies and etc. So that is network. So the question talks about a group of businesses that gets a monopoly of goods or resources in a specific market or sector. So the best answer for this is letter A, cartel. Number two, in 2021, cha-cha and con-as were popular words in the Philippines, with which were the words cha-cha and con-as associated. A. Division between Senate and House of Representatives. B. Imposition of martial law. C. Amendment of the present Constitution. Or letter D. Return to dictatorial form of government. So, before natin tatalakayin ang mga choices, so we will talk first about cha-cha. So, if we will say cha-cha, so it means charter change. While con-us is Constitutional Assembly. So, sino ang miyembro ng Constitutional Assembly? So, nakabatay sa ating 1987 Constitution that the members of Constitutional Assembly is the bicameral system. Consists of all senators and all congressmen. So, that's why in 2021, so sumabog itong tinatawag nating charter change and Constitutional Assembly or cha-cha and con-us. So, ano ang ibig sabihin ng charter change? So, A is a division between Senate and House of Representatives. So, I think it is part of our 1987 Constitution that our legislative is divided into two, or which is known as bicameral. So, that is tinatawag nating lower house, which is the House of Representatives or Congressmen, and the Senate or the higher house. So, it was separated by the Constitution. If we will say B, imposition of martial law, so, pwede siyang magamit na in Constitutional Assembly, but hindi itong pinakaugat sa charter change. So, if we will say, return to dictatorial form of government. So, I think, hindi naman siguro. So, because of the Philippines is considered peaceful and stabilized. So, even though there are rebels in the country, but insurgency is not that widespread. So that's why the correct answer for this is letter C, amendment of the present constitution. Amendment of present constitution. That's from the word cha-cha itself, which means charter change. What was claimed to be the most tangible symbol of the Cold War? A. Berlin Wall, B. Tiananmen Square, C. Great Wall of China, or letter D. Vatican. So if we will say Cold War, so it is considered it is part of a civil war between two different factions or two different ideologies. So if we will say Tiananmen Square, so it was built so during the monarchy rule in China. So that's why this is not a symbol of Cold War. So if we will say Great Wall of China, so it was built in order to protect ancient Chinese from foreign invaders, especially the barbarians. So if we will say naman Vatican, so it is a religious symbol. So that's why the correct answer for this is Berlin Wall. So as we all know that Germany before was separated into two. So in 1961, and then after a few years, so it became Berlin. It will be known as Berlin Wall. So it was separated because of the West Germany is controlled by the Allies, while the Eastern Germany is controlled by the Soviets. So that's why because of different ideologies and also upang maiwasan na makapasok ang mga iba't ibang tao sumula sa West Germany. So that's why the Soviet controlled East Germany, created a walls in order to protect them so sa mga taong gustong pumasok. So they want to control kung sino makapasok sa kanilang lugar. So that's why Berlin Wall is considered as the most tangible symbol of Cold War in Germany during 1961. Number 4, which according to research is related to increased aggression in children. A. Coming from single-parent home. B. Viewing TV violence. Letter C. Eating junk foods. Or letter D. Playing with toy guns at an early age. So the question talks about aggression. So if you will say aggression, so it means there is a certain violence. So in the attitude of the child. So if you will say coming from a single parent home, so maybe the child was because they lack affection. Why that is not considered part of it. So if you will say letter C, eating junk foods, so I think it's not the best answer because of I know that every one of us eats junk foods, but it didn't affect our emotions. So that's why letter C is not considered the best answer. So if we'll see letter D, playing with toy guns at an early age, so maybe it is part, but the best answer for this is letter B, viewing TV violence. So that's why the MTRCB, so merong tinatawag na rated G, rated PG, and rated SPG. So in order to orient the parents that the child needs assistance. Letter B, viewing TV violence. Because if the child was exposed on violence, so it is meron siyang malaking tsansa that that child, so when he or she grow up, so he or she will become violent. So then the ordinary child who does, na hindi, so tinatawag nating exposed sa mga violent dramas. So that's why letter B is the correct answer. Number 5. Which of the following is not a member of Association of Southeast Asian Nations or ASEAN? A. Brunei. B. Philippines. C. Thailand. Or letter D. China. So the best answer for this is China. So because China is part of East Asia. So Brunei, Philippines, and Thailand is considered part of ASEAN. Who recorded the travels of Magellan? A. Rajah Humabon. B. Francisco Serrao. C. Antonio Pigafetta. Or letter D. None of the above. So the correct answer for this is letter C. Antonio Pigafetta. So if you will say Rajah Humabon, so siya yung um, Raha dito sa Cebu. So while si Francisco Serrao, so he is a Portuguese navigator and was allegedly the first cousin of Ferdinand Magellan. So si Francisco Serrao is siya yung nakakita sa Spice Islands noong 1512. So and he is a Portuguese navigator. So that's why letter C is the correct answer, Antonio Pigafetta. Number 7, Yohan has a pet dog which just turned 1 year old. To celebrate, he bought a pupcake, some party favors for decoration, and took a picture of his dog while eating the cupcake. He posted it to his personal account via several social media sites. However, it ended up being submitted by random people, representing it as their own, to some major animal social media accounts for Facebook and Instagram. What human right violation was committed here? A. Freedom of expression. B. Right of publicity. C. Liberty of abode. Or letter D. Right to vote. So okay, let's discuss. So the question talks about yung mga taong kinuha ang picture na pinost ni Johan at saka pinost nila sa kanilang animal social media accounts. So ano ang nilabag nila na atas or human right violation? Is it A, freedom of expression? So syempre, so merong freedom of expression. So meron tayong kalayaan to express our ideas, to express our opinions. So that is freedom of expression. So hindi nila nalabag yon. So if we will say naman liberty of abode, letter C, so meron tayong kalayaan na bumiyahe or lumuwas ng ibang bansa, wherever, saan tayo gustong magbakasyon, so saan tayo gustong tumira, so that is liberty to abode. So according to 1987 Constitution. So while right to vote, so it is related to election, but the case of Johan is that ninakaw ang kanyang picture at ipinost sa animal social media accounts noong kumuha sa kanyang picture. So the best answer for this is right to publicity. So as we all know, so meron tinatawag na copyright. So hindi tayo basta-basta kumuha ng post ng iba and then we will claim it as our own. So that's why the letter B is the correct answer, right to publicity. Number 8, what is the oldest monotheistic religion in the world? A. Hinduism. B. Islam. C. Judaism. Or D. Sikhism. So let's discuss. So if we will say Hinduism, so Hinduism is considered as the oldest monotheistic religion. Ay, oldest religion, I mean. So hindi monotheistic. Kasi maraming mga Diyos-Diyosan ang mga Hinduism. So like Shiva and Brahma. So and then meron pa mga minor gods and goddesses na nakapaloob sa Hinduism. So it means that hindi ito monotheistic religion. So if we will say monotheistic religion is that sila lang ay naniniwala sa iisa lang ang Diyos. Iisa lang ang Diyos. That is monotheism. So but Hinduism is the oldest religion but meron silang maraming Diyos-Diyos. So, kaya letter A is not the correct answer. So, if we will say Islam, so Islam is a monotheistic religion, but hindi ito ang pinakauna. So, that's why letter C is the correct answer, Judaism. Number 9, um, as a science of humanity and its society, anthropology seeks to present an integrated picture of blank. A. Man, B. Early man, C. Hominid, D. Human fossils. Okay? So, kapag sasabihin natin the science of humanity and its society, so ito yung mga anthropologist. So, anthropologist seeks to investigate so human culture in order to understand more so every society, especially the man itself. So, that's why the correct answer for this is man. So, kasi anthropology seeks to understand the differences between man. So, that's why letter A is the best answer. Last number 10. You have to take extra care when you critique the work of a Filipino. Your negative comment may be mistaken to be a touch against his or her person. Upon which Filipino trait is this advice based? A. Adaptability, B. Sakop mentality, C. Bayanihan spirit, or letter D. Extreme personality. Okay, let's discuss. So the question talks about you need to be extra careful when critiquing the work of a Filipino. So is it adaptability? So if we will say adaptability, so that person is willing to change. But meron kasing sinabi dito, your negative comment may be mistaken to be a touch. So that is letter A, adaptability, so willing to accept his or her mistake and gusto niyang mag-improve. So that's why kanyang inadapt yung mga negative comments. So he or she wanted to improve her work. So in order to be praised positively. So letter B, Sakop mentality. So if we will say Sakop mentality, it is a mentality of a Filipino na kahit alam natin na nagkamali yung tao because he is your relative, so doon ka kakampi sa kanya. Even though mali ang ginawa nung relative mo. So that is Sakop mentality. So kasi kapamilya mo siya, kadugo mo siya, so you're willing to risk yourself protecting or siding with him. So if we will say Bayanihan spirit is yung pagtutulungan. That is a spirit of a Filipino, positive spirit. And letter D, extreme personalism. So this is the best answer. So the mentality of the Filipino, so even though the negative comments is sinabi, so for you to improve, but he or she take it personally. So instead na katulong ito sa kanya to make him improve, so ginamit niya ito na, galit tong tao to sa akin. So hindi niya na-appreciate yung hard work ko sa aking trabaho. So that is extreme personalism. So that's why letter D is the correct answer. So I do hope that you learned something about our videos. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be updated to our future videos. Thanks for watching. God bless us all.